Hello everyone, this is Darryl20 and welcome to episode 7 of Darryl20's Let's Play Create Above and Beyond series, where I'm collecting my andesite cobble from my auto andesite cobble maker. Now, it would be cool if I could void the excess stuff, because I don't think I need any of these, like diorite. I mean, I guess I could use that for the crushing wheel when we get to that point, I guess. But I could also use like regular old cobble, so meh. Meh indeed, I say, meh. Would have been happier if that did just pure andesite, but whatever. The point is, we've got andesite automated. A bit. We'll probably have to do something else with that stuff. And then I've got a bunch of algae blocks, so all I have to do is make these things. Nice! Alright, now we're getting somewhere. Alright. Now I'm feeling a little bit better about stuff. Let's get another half a stack of each of these plugged into this guy over here, so that he can do boop and boop. Cool. And that'll get more of these things cooking. And, you know, with a little bit of oak slab action, I think we're in good shape. Cool. Let's do that. That works for me. I like this. I'm sure there will come a point where I hate this, but right now I like this. I think it's super cool. I think it's a neat way to set up crafting. And I don't know if this was designed for just this pack, or if this is something that's been added to Create since I last played with Create. But I don't remember this being a crafting process. Maybe I'm wrong. But I don't, like I said, I don't know if this is something created for this pack or what. So what would we like to work on today? So the last couple episodes, we've been automating some of our important tasks. So we've got andesite automated, right? All your andesite is likely not being generated in your factory. Figure out a way to bring it to the surface. There's ways to do that for sure. You know, we'll figure that out probably when we get more access to other things. What I wouldn't mind, let's see, I would like to do a washer and a smelter line. I think that would be cool. Get some buckets of water, get some fans, and set up a conveyor belt system that can wash. And yeah, that would be cool for sure. I think that would be cool. So let's absolutely do that. As a matter of fact, let's go do that now. What I'm gonna want to do is make more of these, which should be cool, right? Now, are you out of everything for that? Perfect, actually. Nice. Now, if I want more fans, let's say I want 4 fans, right? We've got 1, so we're going to want 3 more of these. Okay? Which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 iron sheets on here, which should be nice and quick because of the speed ups that I've done. Nice. I like it. Very cool. I wasn't sure if that was going to just give me the outputs, and now I know. We should wait for it to finish processing before we go yanking items off there. Perfect. Okay. So now if I want fans... That's right, I put all of the ones that I had in my inventory in there. We have more still, don't worry. Okay, and then boom, 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 boom. 4 fans, perfect. We'll start with this. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up a belt-like system, kind of like this is, right? And we'll probably do something like this. Give me a little bit more of these. Okay, and what we're gonna have to determine is, will this be enough? Well, that might be too compact, I think. We'll have to figure that out. But, I could throw a gearbox on it and have it going this direction. That might be cool. I think I'm all out of gearboxes, but I think I could also make more gearboxes. Let's see, where's my buddy the gearbox? We're going to need more andesite casing, and I don't have wood on me at the moment. I know I had a lot, because I cleared out this big foresty area. Okay, so gearbox, get me a bunch of those. That should be cool. Now, I wouldn't mind more tiny cogwheel dudes. So let's do this many. And then the tiny cogwheels. And then a few more gearboxes. And that should be cool. And you know what? A couple more sets of those little guys wouldn't be awry. Nice. Okay, cool. So if I set up a gearbox here... and then we did something like this, that would go that way, right? And what might be neat is to have a chest here for input. And I might not want this to be so far. We're going to have to see how far this can go. I'm not quite sure how this is going to work out. We're mostly kind of winging it. I'm not going to lie. But what we're going to want is water block, fan, fan. Okay, so let's see. Fans are here. I've yet to figure out how to place these so that they behave themselves. But yeah, something like that, blowing over the water. Is that cool? Now, should that be stepped back a little bit, or should we have half slabs or something like that? Something like that. I think we can do half slabs to let the water particles go through with the air. Yeah, I think that's the way to do that, right? So I might want it back one step. We'll see. Because we're going to want the water source blocks here and here. And what we could have... something like that. Okay. That could be cool. Yeah. And this will be nice for washing things. So what I want to get is a little bit of sand from that dude over here. Let's get some of the... You know what? I'm going to get some of the orange sand, too. And give me some of that clay. And we need a new strainer, obviously. But we'll look at that in a minute after I take care of this bit. Do I still have funnels? I do. Cool. Okay. So get me... 3 chests should be fine. Yeah, something like that. Will that wash, you think? Will that be enough? We're going to find out, aren't we? So there's gear boxes and there's gear shifts. What's the one that can like combine like in a linear line with create? Encased drive chain, is that it? Yeah, that's what we want, right? Yeah, can I make one of those? Encased chain drive, we're just gonna need a little bit of iron. Okay. Let me make another one, another set of these. Can you do like this? I don't think so, right? That doesn't work, does it? No. No. It's a bummer. What I could do is this with a belt. Oh, overstressed. Gonna need more water wheels. I've got 2 more. I might as well plop them down, right? Yeah? Does that sound like a plan? We'll remove this guy. And that should be good. Get me a little bit more water. And that should be cool. Yeah, look at that. Neato. Burrito. I like it. It's a little compact. Probably more so than I should have been. But I'm okay with that. And if we want to, we can do something like this to block that. And now we have a nice little compact. Now let's see if you want to actually behave. Not quite. Not quite. So either you're too fast, or so we either want to slow it down or add more fans, right? We either want to slow it down or add more fans. Okay, good to know. All right, let's see how this works out now. If I threw an orange sand in here, still not enough. Wow. Okay. All right, let's see how 4 fans do now. Hopefully this will be enough. Yeah, maybe. We're gonna find out. Orange sand, go. You are kidding me that that's not enough. Holy cow. We're gonna have to slow it down. I mean, I don't want it to be any more than that. 4 fans is just too much. I think the plan here is to slow it down, yeah? Yeah. So remember, if you want to slow things down, the way to do it is along these lines, right? So rotation into a small cogwheel connected to a large cogwheel will spin slower. Rotation into a large cogwheel into a small one, like we have over here, will spin faster. So that's cool. Now I'm probably going to wind up wanting to... Let's do this. Let's do you with slow and then this. Does that sound cool? And you don't have to break these blocks, but like, it looks a lot better if you do. Now that should be a lot slower, right? Now what direction? You're going to be going that way. So that's opposite the direction that I want to go. So let's get our gear shift here, or whatever it is, gearbox, to get this guy spinning a little bit more appropriately. Cool. And then you, man, that is slow. It'll work though. It'll work though. Can go probably, I'm probably only going to need 2 fans now that we have such slowness, right? At least I hope. At least I hope. Okay. And we're going to want you. And then we're going to want this. With such a slow belt, I'm hoping that you guys are fast enough, or not fast enough, depending on how you want to measure it. Drive chain, go, go, go. And I'm also kind of hoping... Actually, you're too far forward, aren't you? Yeah, I need you back one more. I forgot about the water source blocks. I thought that looked wrong. Yeah, these are going to be your water source blocks. These will be your fans. Cool. With the drivetrains. Cool. Now you still blow pretty far over there. but we'll see how it goes. So you're gonna go here. You're gonna be like that. And then you're gonna have water source blocks. Now what else could we use for water if we didn't want to put anything on top of this belt? Can trapdoors be used? That's a good question. Can trapdoors be waterlogged? They can, but what I'm trying to do is prevent... What if we did it like this? Where's my axe? There he is. Okay, what if we did it... Nope. Like that. Yeah, I like that. That looks cool, right? That looks a lot better. Okay. Now, if we were to drop some orange sand on here, does that not work? I thought you could do that with trapdoors. Maybe I'm crazy. I thought that was meant to work. This works. Check that out. This works. The way this is the trapdoor is actually on this block and then up. That seems to work. Cool. Cool. So then we could have you with the funnel and whoops. You with the funnel. And that should be cool. I think that works for me, right? I think that looks really good, actually. I wouldn't mind. Is there a sleeping bag of some kind? That would be super cool. Not having to keep going inside while I'm building. All right, so this looks like it's working. Yeah, it's a little slow, but that's okay. Now, if I were to put a trapdoor here and lift it up, and a trapdoor here and lift it up, that looks pretty cool to me, right? I like that. Nice and compact. So the trick is to not have the trapdoor blocks in the same block space as the water, but instead have the trapdoor blocks on the belt and then lifted up. And that seems to be working, right? And not only is it still washing, but it's not blowing past the belt. So that's actually really cool. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. And it looks nice too, doesn't it? Like, most of this cobble is not necessary. Only those two bottom ones, which could be replaced by dirt. And that looks nice. That looks actually really quite nice. And it's doing its job, which is making clay for me, which I'm all for, right? Now you, sir, are you busy doing anything? No. Good. All right, I have some rice for you to process because I need more of that stuff. So you get to work. I need more of this to make another strainer. Cool. One more. There we go. And perfect. Now, why is that new recipes unlocked? Because I've made this before, didn't I? Anyway, there you go. Cool. And then what I could do, excuse me, sir, rude, is snag all this sand that's being made in the strainer and turn all of it into clay. Good deal? Yeah, it takes a minute, but I mean, it's automated, and that's, you know, what counts. Cool. And now we have other washing processes that we can do there. So I think that's neat. I wonder if I could get away with one fan. I'm assuming not, right? I think I definitely need multiple fans there. And then we don't really need these cobblestone slabs anymore because we came up with a neat way of doing it with the trapdoors, which I like a lot, which I really, really like. So let's see. Are you still in the first block when you convert? No, you're definitely into the second block when you convert, right? And we can prove that real quick by scooping this up and putting that there, right? So if you don't convert, see how it's not converting anymore? Yeah. I'm breaking it all. That's better. Fixed. All right, now it's converting again. Sweet. And then I'll just put these two that didn't go because I was testing in here. Cool. All right, now I wouldn't mind a similar setup, but for lava. So what if we did a shaft to a gearbox, and you could be the input chest for lava going that way? Does that sound cool? Right? And then what we would have is a couple lava source blocks here. Okay. Now we would probably need iron trapdoors, because do wooden trapdoors burn? It says they do not on the wiki. Lava can create fire in air blocks next to wooden trapdoors as if they were flammable, but trapdoors will not burn up and can't be burned by other methods either. So that tells me that I can do this with lava, and that would be cool. So I'm going to go get some lava, and we're going to try setting up a very similar process. Wooden trapdoors around 2 lava source blocks and encased fans, and that could be kind of cool. Right? So let's go get some lava. 1, 2 lava source blocks. And at some point we'll have to probably automate lava. We'll figure that out. How's my andesite processing going, by the way? Because I didn't hear anything when I went by. Oh no, it's still going. Ho-ho, look at it all. That is cool. This is why we automate things, because we like get distracted playing and making new things, and then we come back to the thing we automated a while ago, and even though it's not super fast, it's produced a lot of stuff on account of the fact that it's been running by itself for so long. How great is that? All right, so the way I did this was, we're gonna have, you're gonna wind up being one of these anyway, right? Because you're going to have to do the encased drivetrain thing. But you might wind up needing to be reversed because of, well, we'll see. But I did this that goes up. I did this that goes up. And then I did these that go up. Cool. And then we want fans behind it. Cool. And then we shouldn't have too much of a problem with the lava there. Let me put it down just so I can like prove that this doesn't burn and stuff. Now this might create fire in adjacent air blocks, and if that becomes a problem, then we'll deal with it. Okay. Now for the chain drives here, boop, 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 I'm assuming you are going to be pulling instead of pushing, aren't you? That's probably an assumption that's fair. But let's see if I'm right. Yeah, see how it's pulling? So that's not ideal. So we either want to gear shift this, or we want to tap into these. But I think gear shift is probably the simplest solution. So let's gearbox you. And now you should be blowing. Cool. And then we're going to want another funnel. So that would be one of these. Making funnels for me. Cool. And then another chest. Right? Now, technically, I think I put this too far. I did, didn't I? Yeah, you guys are all kinds of too far, because you should really only be 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. You're 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. Realistically, this isn't that big of a problem. It should work. No, because that's there. Yeah. That's annoying. You know what I could do? That might be cool. I don't like it. I should really fix it. I should really move everything, shouldn't I? Yeah, I should move it all over one. Yeah, I did this a little bit too close to each other. I should move everything to the right one. I could probably stick a chest here and have the belt facing this way, but then it still wouldn't be cool. Also, this is in that space, so a chest can't go there. So we definitely have to move everything over. Okay, so doing this, and then our encased chain drives going to you. And that should be pretty cool, friends. Up, up. Lava, lava. Cool. And then funnel, funnel. Does that look good? Looks good to me. Right? Does that look cool? So now if I wanted to, for example, cure rubber, what we could do is get this rubber and cure it. And that should be good. Yeah? Let's see how long it takes to smelt. Hopefully this is enough. I kind of assumed it was enough because it was enough for water processing, and I'm guessing that it's a similar time frame. Yeah, it is. That looks identical, doesn't it? It still needs the second block, but just barely, and then it converts. So the timing is the same for these two. I think that's a neat little setup, right? That's pretty cool. Like, we've already processed a significant amount of clay over here. Remember, sand is only like, you know, a % chance to get clay, right? When you're washing white sand, it's guaranteed. When you're washing regular sand, it's only 25%. But hey, that's, you know, free and automated smelting now that we've got set up. And I am 100% down with that. I think that's cool. Is there anything else we can do with this stuff before I waste it? I mean, waste is, you know, a stretch. But no, we can turn it into blocks of rubber, and that's about it. And then we can convert it back. So that's it. So I think that's cool. Right? Nice. All right. So we've got, you know, a nice little conveyor line going on for all the things. Now, I should be able to make a sealed mechanism. Let's do that real quick. Just cause. And this sealed mechanism, dun 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 dun, all sealed up. Cool. And then that leads to this chapter, a copper machine. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Copper casing is just a copper. That should be fine. We should have lots of copper. So if I did this, I was faster than you. And also these things, by the way, are going to be used for our smeltery controller, so that's cool. Goal reached, the Copper Age. Nice. All right, so we're going to need a handful more of these. And then what do you guys need more of? You need more of these, right? To make more of these bad boys. That's so cool. That is super duper super cool. Okay, and then I should be able to make my first copper machine now. Dun 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 dun! Bonus 1A complete. Nice. And that'll get me some sealed mechanisms. I got 16 of them. Nice, that's lucky, because it said 1 to 16, didn't it? So I got a little bit lucky with that. Cured rubber, we can put some of this away. I'm just going to store this stuff in here for a moment. Hey, how are you guys feeling about this series so far, huh? Because I'm doing my best to not make things too messy looking. And I think both of these, look really nice. And I hope you guys agree, because it's a little compact, probably more compact than a create level factory should be, but it's also early game and I don't have tons of resources. So I feel like compact is good, because it's, conserving resources. Does that work? You guys like that? Let's see how my kelp's doing, because I bet it's doing well. Oh yes, that is kelp. That is a hefty amount of kelp. I like it. All right, so we've got automated washing, automated smelting, automated andesite, automated gear shifts, like all these things, automated kinetic assembly dudes, like super cool, right? I'm very pleased with progress thus far. Let's do this. Let's get some clay. So excuse me, sir. Give me 2 stacks of this. You can go back to running. Let's get a couple stacks of clay. How are you doing? I mean, they're slowish at the moment. And remember, there's no way to speed up the fan's processing. So options are to either slow down the belt or have more fans. Those are your only 2 options. There is no other option. Like, that's it. Okay? And then you turn into this, and that's 4 stacks of that, which is cool. You can go back in here, sir. And then if we put you in here, you should start, processing, because this can absolutely work like that. Cool? And like I said, if you want this to go faster, you need more fans. So maybe at some point we'll expand both these lines with more fans. Now remember, we did have, without any slowdown, we tried 4 fans. It wasn't enough. So I don't know how many I would need, maybe 5 or 6, to get it without any slowdown. So we'd probably have to make more fans and make these conveyor systems longer. Not that that's a big deal. It's really pretty simple. We would just need to add some more trapdoors, add some more, encased fans and encased drive chains, and then that's it. So we might wind up doing that sooner than later. We just have to make more fans, right? If I made, let's say, 6 fans, that might be enough. So I might do that, right? But I need to mine soon. Yeah, mining is going to be a thing soon. So let me look in my quests real quick and see what's next, right? So we've completed 1 and 1A. So that's donezo. We're complete, right? Chapter 2, we can probably start this guy up. We want to get the alloy mixer, contraption 10. Not part of the mechanism chain yet. Very important for creating relevant machines. Using melters, fluid pipes, and a mechanical mixer, you can create a couple of different metal alloys. Brass is one of them. Pumping the molten alloy into a casting table or basin will solidify it into usable ingots. For less hassles with manual effort, it is recommended to set up ingot-to-ingot semi-automation for creating alloys using the setup above. Okay, and then there's something about this stuff. Skystone dust. We can keep pulverizing it, and it never seems to lose mass in the process. And then that'll make Skystone Solution Bucket, which looks interesting. Huh. Cool. Alright, and then there's some seed growth going on, and we do something with destabilized redstone. Okay. To make polished rose quartz. And then we work towards a second coating layer electron tube. So this is the gist of what we need to do. And once we get these electron tubes, we'll be able to make precision mechanisms. Okay, so this is chapter 2, and this is what we have to do. Iron for days. Okay. And then gravel. And then iron nuggets come from washing gravel? Yeah. At a 12% chance. It's rare, but I mean, I guess. Okay. We'll figure it out. There's a lot to process here, but it looks super cool. I'm quite excited to play with it. All right. I think that might be wrapping up point. Yeah, looks like it. So we'll wrap up here. We'll come back next episode, and we will continue down this path of having fun with Create. We're going to be doing all the Create mechanisms, and we're going to be using it to get into Chapter 2 pretty soon. I wouldn't mind taking a quick peek at Lifesavers. I might go through this list, the Lifesavers quest, and also validate that I'm doing things in metallurgy correctly, right? Like, we got crushed going. We're doing milling. We haven't done this one yet. We skipped smelting for the most part. Induction smelting we also skipped. Or haven't done yet, right? Dust is a thing that we got into, and we started melting the dust. We could also, but then there's foundry melting. There's superheated mixing. So crushing with the crushing wheel would be nice. Pulverizing too. We did liquid nuggets. We did casting ingots. Right? I want to keep track of the things we haven't quite done. We could also wash them. Right? So I wonder if that makes sense. So let's say if we had iron, right, and we crushed you into dust, right? When we do this, we get a nugget per dust, but when we wash, we get 2 nuggets per dust. That's kind of nice. So that would double my ore income? No, because we get 3 nuggets from doing that. So this is definitely still better. Right? This is definitely still better. Right? Because when we take that dust and we do this, it's 1 to 3. If we wanted to wash that dust, it would be 1 to 2, and this is 1 to 1. And this is 1 to 3, and this is 1 to 6. So superheated mixing would be the way to get more. That would ore double off of what we're already doing. Okay. I'm just making sure I'm not missing something. All right, let's wrap up here. Dowell20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I might peruse the market a little bit. And I might peruse Lifesavers to see if there's any nifty things we can make that'll help us out right at this point. But then next episode, we'll start working on Chapter 2. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. Dowell20 signing off. Take it easy.